Welcome to Fuze Unbothered, brought to you by Upfront and Personal. My name is ABA Kings, and I'm here with the beautiful
Gabrielle. Woo! Give it up for me. Give it up for us now.
Okay. How you doing?
Well. I'm gonna say good, but you know what happened. So,
yeah, the unpleasant occurrence over the weekend.
The course of the weekend.
Yes. Not so nice. I mean,
completely horrible.
We can only pray for better days.
True.
But that was hard. I mean, we're definitely going to talk about it. Welcome to Fuze Unbothered, guys. You know, this is where we bring you all the hot topics, juices, everything going on in the country, online, offline, inline, offline. Stay with us. We'll be right back. It's Fuze Unbothered, brought to you by Upfront and Personal.
Don't go anywhere.
I used to care for the world's opinion. I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter. And the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
Amstel Malta, be your best.
Fuze Unbothered.
It is really hard to always have to, listen to the news or pick up your phone and you see another sad news in Nigeria. I can tell you for a fact that on behalf of everybody, we are tired. Like, I am exhausted. When I heard
perfect word.
When I heard the story of what happened on Sunday at Ondo State, or what precisely in the church, I felt bad, but when I now began to read the details and see how crazy this massacre was, because now we can attest to the fact that this is a massacre.
Definitely.
I began to read so many stories of people and how gruesome that attack was. I saw a story of a woman who, she's a grandmom, had a granddaughter come all the way from the US to spend some time, and I'm like, what's she going to say to our kids that your child is gone? And it's so heartbreaking because there's been some level of information in the past about an intel that there might be an attack in the West very soon. As we speak, we still have an intel from, one of the Catholic priests that was kidnapped a while ago spoke in an interview recently, I think a couple of weeks, that he was able to hear or eavesdrop one of the commanders say that they're already infiltrated almost everywhere in the West.
Wow.
And we're talking about the unknown gunmen, because that's what we're tagging them as right now, because the government, the security forces, has not been able to label whether it is the bandits or it is the Boko Haram. We're just tagging all of them now.
Unknown gunmen. So I think for me, though, I think it's very important at this point for us to, just as you said about that intel that the Catholic priest said he got, that information that he received. I think we're just at the point where we need to beef up security as much as possible. And I think the government, really at this point, should do more than just, condemning attacks, because we've had series of attacks. In March, there was one on, on the train between Kaduna and Abuja. So many of the people that were kidnapped during that period have still not been released.
It's heartbreaking because this is just half of
how many attacks can we bear, in the news just within a short space of time? I think this is really horrible. I think, the country needs to do more about security. There are many other issues in the land, but the fact that people no longer feel safe to walk out of their houses, I think that's just really very concerning.
We don't feel safe anymore. Please, I don't know if there's anybody hearing us right now. Please, we're tired. We're tired of this bad news. Everybody knows that now. If you turn on your TV or you pick up your phone just to read anything as regards Nigeria, it's depressing. It's almost depressing. This
was Black Sunday, right? And it was a celebration of Pentecost, a Catholic church somewhere in Ondo State, people that came to worship God lost their lives just like that. And part of the people that were there was a couple, They just
a newlywed.
So
barely 24 hours.
Their wedding was the previous day, I believe, and then they were there for Thanksgiving.
And that happened.
Celebrate their marriage, and they lost their lives. And I'm sure the world.
Who would have thought that some people would actually be grateful for not going to church on a Sunday?
Horrible.
That's actually heartbreaking. But let's move to the next story now.
But I'll just like to say, I hope that we get to a better place. We see light at the end of the tunnel, especially with the election coming up.
We hope so.
And
have you gotten your BBC? Yes, you have.
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have.
So at the end of the day, I'm just going to say this: may the souls of all those that departed rest in peace.
And we pray that peace flows through the mind of those who have experienced losses, and
may they be comforted to bear this great loss.
Yeah. Let's shake it off. It's hard, but we just have to do what we do. Yeah.
All right. So also we had a journalist. He came out and then he talked about how ex Big Brother Nigeria contestant Pere Igbe.
That's the commander, the president himself.
Yes, you know him. And he talked about how this man was allegedly involved in a love affair with First Lady of Kogi State, Rashida Yahaya Bello, and this journalist, Jackson
very, very fine woman.
Yes, she's very beautiful. So this journalist, Jackson Ude, says that he comes out and talks about how Pere is involved in this love affair allegedly with the first lady of the state, and then he comes out and says, I'm not doing anything. He denies it.
Yeah, he debunks the old rumor.
He calls it a demonic lie among many other things, and then this journalist is ready for him. The journalist says, see, don't let me pull out. I don't want to pull out video proof, to show the whole world. What's the story? Because
I feel like the journalist seems very confident because with this kind of allegations, and Pere still comes out to debunk it, and you still replying saying that, because Pere said he was going to sue him not just in Nigeria, but he was also going to sue him in the US.
Yes.
Because of the like he said, he brought out the whole list, said this is defamation, this is a ridiculous lie and stuff like that. But this man is replying him, say, bro, man, don't let's go down there, right?
I really
if you want to roll on him on,
do you want me to bring out the proof?
Yeah, so if he has it, please, bro, I'm all for the violence.
Wow.
Yo, bring it. So right now we feel it's a rumor. You understand? There's no facts, there's no proof. Do you understand? So we cannot say this is true. But pending the time.
But if it's true, what happens? What happens if it's true?
I want to see what will happen. I'm all for that. Let me get popcorn, all right? Get your popcorn too. I want to see
popcorn and your drinks.
Yes, let's see. Get Maltina in particular. You know yeah.
Maltina.
We'll be right back after the show break. This is Fuze Unbothered, brought to you by Offront and Personal. Stay with us.
Yeah.
Enjoy the simple moments where you get. Show your style, don't go limit yourself. I beg you, don't let worries scatter your head. Oh, don't forget, make sure say you be yourself. Yeah, chop life, live life, do the things when go make you happy. Them know like I'm too once left. Everybody gets your own flavor. Chop life, drink up, one glass of Martina to step down. Them know like I'm too once left. Everybody gets your own flavor. Oh, yeah, flavor. Yeah.
Maltina, share happiness.
Fuze Unbothered.
It's pretty hard for people to believe that this story is not true about Pere because, everybody feels like, all right, let me not say everybody. Let me say a lot of people have this belief because of, pastor choruses and stuff like that a lot of, male celebrities that are single, young, very fit, dashing, smashing, handsome, would always have one sugar mommy
or the other
around them. So I feel like that's why this story is really hard for people to just think that it's a lie.
Yeah, but also looking at where it's based, Abuja is popular for
sugar mommy.
Yeah, for things like that, sugar mommy, sugar daddy.
Gabby, I think you don't be surprised if you don't see me here tomorrow, Sean. I think I have a flight to catch.
Telling you guys something.
I don't know. I want to go to Abuja.
Telling you guys something.
Just check what's going on.
You want to see what's happening?
Yeah, let let me see from investigative journalism.
Journalism.
Oh, you get it.
Yeah.
I used to care for the world's opinion. I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter. And the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped dating and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
I'm still Malta. Be your best.
Fuze Unbothered.
Finally, there is this very not so nice video that I saw of Davido's lawyer, Prince, popularly called Bobo.
Ajidwa, yes.
Yeah, was with his son. I don't know where they were.
This should be a bar, I'm thinking.
I mean, we couldn't
see much from the video,
a full glimpse of the video.
Yeah.
All right, we didn't get depth in that video. But what we saw was the son passing the shisha pipe to his father,
while his father was taking it in, taking it out.
Taking it out, you know, the in and out.
Yes.
And the son almost put it in his mouth before the father cautioned him, like, no, come on, man, don't do that. But I do not succumb to that kind of thing. I find it very disturbing. What do you think?
I think I share your views, and I share the views of the Delta State Governor's aide that came out and said this is an irresponsible act. Yes.
Is it irresponsible?
It's not. You know why?
It's not responsible.
It's irresponsible. Let me just come out straight and say why. Because it's that child is passively smoking. Whatever you're smoking, don't think you're the only one, and you're not allowing the child.
Actually,
the child is passively smoking as well. So
and that, being exposed to that kind of life at a very young age.
You're not going to be able to stop him, because one day you're not going to be there away from your presence, where you're not there. He's going to do those.
Guys, caution what you show your kids, all right? That's all I have to say. I don't want to go in.
Inquisitive,
I'm
and they're ready to try new things. Just know
yes,
that.
they're very, very inquisitive. All right, this is all we have to draw the cousins on the show. I believe that you guys had fun, because I did.
Yes, I did.
All right, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Fuze on YouTube. Subscribe and turn on your notification. You can also link up with us at Fuze Local on Instagram. Link up with me, baby, at AB_AKYZ.
Catch me on Instagram at Gabby.Gabby.
This is where we live, guys. But we're not leaving you, all right? Do not forget to always love yourself and do what makes you happy. Live life on your own terms. From all of us here,
stay fused.
Upfront and personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.